Welcome into Drew Silly Diamond for Saturday, January 4th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. 2 NFL games coming your way and college football bowl games. So let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. Your picks for today. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. It helps grow the show, guys. As we're going to talk the NFL games up first. It's 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, AFC North battle here with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore minus 20-point home favorites. Yes, you heard that right. Just short of 3 touchdowns, minus 20, 41 in the hook being the total. Does look like 30 degrees, 15 to 38 mile per hour winds in Baltimore projected here as the Ravens 11-5 on the season, taking on the 3-13 Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, it's not only overall season, pointing towards the Ravens being the better team. In current form here, we get Cleveland, losers of 5 straight, both straight up and against the spread. They've been burning money. They've lost 4 straight games by 2 touchdowns or more. Their point totals in the last 3 games, 3 points, 6 points, and 7 points. So trust in this offense to score, no matter really who's the quarterback. Doreen Thompson-Robinson, the kid out of UCLA, he's got 3.7 yards per completion, 51% completions overall. He has not been very good, to say the least. Baltimore, they've won and covered 3 straight. They're scoring 30 plus in that time frame. They're also letting up less than 17 points per game, including just 2 points last time out against the Texans. This is the largest spread in the NFL since 2021, like touched on. And it's a big spread for a reason. But, guys, I go back to this. I don't like laying, north of really double digits in the NFL, particularly 3 touchdowns. I'd go back to the weather here, 15 to 38 miles per hour and 30 degrees in Baltimore. And Cleveland can't really score. I mean, Baltimore, yes, it helps them to win the game, obviously, but they don't need to cover and run it up. So I don't think we get into the 40s here, guys. I think this ends up something, maybe like 31-0 Baltimore, something of that nature, 27-3. I don't think we get in the 40s. 41 and a hook is out there, guys. Let's go Cleveland and Baltimore under 41.5 to kick us off in the NFL. We got the nightcap here, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We are heading to the Steel City for Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Another AFC North matchup here is the AFC North going on Saturday, the rest of the NFL slate on Sunday. And it is Cincinnati, -2 and a hook, depending where we're shopping, 48 being the total. The Bengals come in 8-8 on the season, 10-6 against the spread, by the way. They've won and covered 4 straight, playing really good football right now. And they're up against the Steelers, 10-6 on the year. However, they're on a little bit of a skid, losing 3 straight, both straight up and against the spread. Now, granted, they are all against likely playoff teams here in the NFL, but the 3 losses, all by 2 touchdowns or more. Now, they do get extra prep time as well from playing in Christmas last Wednesday. I don't know if that's going to help them. I mean, can they fix everything here? They're up against the Bengals team where this offense, they're on fire. They're actually 7-2 their last 9 to the over. They've scored 24 plus points in 8 straight games. Joe Burrow, 70% completion percentage or more in his last 5 straight games. Still alive for the playoffs. A lot to play for here. I like the Bengals, guys. I think they go on the road and they win by margin. -2. Let's jump on the Bengals over the Steelers. Got 1 game left. Actually, it's the first kickoff here, guys, in college football, the Bahamas Bowl. A reminder, if you could comment below, it does help out the algorithm, growing the show. Please smash that like button as well. I'll be in there chiming in. Any questions, fire away. And your picks, more than welcome, as always. Check out Premium Picks, WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. Got some NFL, college football, and college basketball for the slate. These Saturday college basketball slates, there's just too much for the odds makers, guys. So I'll be in there firing away at them. So if you're interested in Premium Picks, jump on board. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day all-access packages. Probably the best way to go. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. All right, last game we're breaking down. It's actually kicking us off, though. 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. The Bahamas Bowl, presented by Atlantis Resorts, Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium, Nassau, Bahamas, the only international bowl game here. It's on ESPN2. Does look like it's cloudy and breezy, 15 to 25 miles per hour, 75 degrees here on the island. And it is Buffalo versus Liberty. Buffalo minus 3-point favorites, 50.5 being the total. The Liberty Flames from Conference USA, they come in 8-3 on the season, just 3-8 against the spread, though. They kind of burned some money. In Buffalo, 8-4, both straight up and ATS, making some money there. One thing I like about this matchup, guys, I like a couple things. But one of them is their head coach for Buffalo, Pete Lembo. He's a longtime special teams coordinator. You normally don't see that getting to the head coach level. Every now and again you do. But this is also the last bowl game. And the bowl game where there's the most preparation time. Now, of course, there is the semifinals and then, of course, the national championship. But those teams would have already had to play. So in terms of the number of days to prepare for your opponent, Buffalo and Liberty have the most. And I actually think that helps Buffalo here because we're likely going to see a fake punt, something on special teams. So that's what made me look towards Buffalo. But also Buffalo had a great season, a pretty good season anyway. And 8-4 in the MAC conference is not bad. And they virtually have their whole roster, which is, almost, it doesn't happen a lot in today's bowl games. And they're up against Liberty here, which is the exact opposite. They got a bunch of players in the portal. Their quarterback, Salter, he went to Colorado. They got 3 starting offensive linemen out. Actually, the Gold Sheet preparing for this, which I read almost every week, I definitely recommend it out there, guys. They had a note, their head coach, Jamie Chadwell, he kind of had a rule. If your name was in the portal, you're not playing in the bowl game. So they got a bunch of guys out that were contributors this year, and he was just 1-2 in his 3 bowl games as the head coach at Coastal Carolina before taking this Liberty job. And this Liberty team was very underwhelming this year. They underperformed. They lost to Sam Houston State. They lost to Jacksonville State. They lost to Kennesaw State in one of the biggest upsets of the college football season. You might remember that in about the middle of the season. I think there were 4 touchdown favorites. They lost that game outright. So overall, I'm looking to go against Liberty here. We have seen a big move since the open, but it's one of those moves where it's like a fundamental move, not just like somebody's opinion out there moving the market. And I like Buffalo overall, guys, -3. Last thing here is conferences. It is the last bowl game. And the MAC conference is 4-2 overall this year. Surprising. They're playing good football in the bowl games. And depending what number, some of them kind of landed around the number 5-1 against the spread. So they've been making money talking about the MAC conference, and Conference USA just 1-3. And this is the second bowl game where these two conferences are playing each other. The first was Ohio versus Jacksonville State. Actually, the two champions from both of these conferences. Ohio beat Jacksonville State. I think it's kind of the same thing here. I think Buffalo wins by margin, guys. Let's jump on the Buffalo Bulls, -3 over the Liberty Flames to kick off our Saturday in the Bahamas. In recap, we also got Cincinnati -2 over the Steelers, and Cleveland and Baltimore under 41.5. That's going to do it for the Saturday show. We'll be back on Sunday. Come back and join us. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets, guys.